Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Welcome. One heart, three spades. I don't really have enough to do anything, but I've got a bad feeling about this hand. East and west, nobody's vulnerable. So if I pass, then the bidding's likely to go three spades, pass, pass, pass. It just doesn't feel like it's a good result for us. Now, a couple of things here. If we had, North and I had a bit more of a sophisticated partnership, I'm not strong enough, but if I double here, that would still be a takeout double. And at least I can show something. I'm not strong enough to do that. Also, if I pass and North now was short in spades, North could double that three spades also for takeout, just saying, look, I don't want to defend three spades. It bids something, or pass if you really want to. But we don't have those sophisticated agreements. So I just got to guess here, and I'm itching to bid. I really want to bid four hearts here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be sensible and pass, pass, pass as expected. And I just not feeling good about it. Anyway, I'll lead a heart. What happened there? Sorry. 6-2, Queen 9. Yeah, well, 2-9, that doesn't do us much good. Now, the only maybe good thing is that perhaps it looked a bit odd that North led a diamond there, which might not have been that good for us. The only good news here is that if declarer has got no diamonds left, then that ace of diamonds is stranded. Oh, now I'm also worried because I'm worried that I'm going to I'm worried that North is going to win this and play another diamond. But let's see what happens. Just don't play a diamond, North. Well, that's good. Play another heart, North. Good. Play a club. No, that's not what we wanted. Yep, we wanted North to play a club then and not a diamond. So unfortunately, that's East's last club there. We know it's East's last club. Why do we know it is East's last club? East's last club. Let's do our counting practice. We know that East started with a 7-card spade suit from that auction, and East had 3 hearts, and East had 1 diamond, and therefore East must have started with 2 clubs. So 7 spades, 3 hearts, 1 diamond, and therefore 2 clubs. East has already played 1 club, and there goes your second one. So this contract is now going to make, and perhaps we could have taken it 1 down, but we're not going to now. And declarer's got all trumps left. So that's the way it goes. I did have a bad feeling about it. Well, had we been playing in 4 hearts, we would have lost 2 spades, diamond, maybe diamond rough, but there's a good chance we would have made 4 hearts. So anyway, there we go. Just shows you, doesn't it? I wanted to bid 4 hearts and I convinced myself not to. So I'm not sure what the lesson is there, but I'm sure there is one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 high card points. So that's a pass. And everybody passes. Okay, well, that's kind of dull. So let's play hand 3. 4 high card points. So we pass again. Not getting much goods here, but that's okay. 1 spade double, 1 no trump. All right, so interesting. Here, North's double is takeout, of course, asking me to bid. Now, I don't have to bid now if I don't want to, because East has bid 1 no trump. If East had passed, then I need to respond something. I've got to respond to that 1 no trump bid. But because East has passed, I don't have to bid anymore. So what should we do here? Should we bid 2 clubs anyway? Or do we pass and defend 1 no trump? What do you all reckon? Sunil, John, Alan, Heather, Therese, what should we do on this hand? Are we going to pass and defend 1 no trump, or are we going to bid 2 clubs? Now, there's actually two ways to look at this. There's a good way, and there's 2 ways to look at it. One is to say, well, I'm not strong enough to bid. So I've only got 4 points. So I shouldn't bid. That's one way of thinking about it. The other way is, what score are we going to get if we defend 1 no trump? And what score are we going to get if we play in 2 clubs? Now, if we defend 1 no trump, let's say North's got, I don't know, 13, 14 points or something. We don't know, but let's say North's got 13 points. I'm just guessing. And we've got 4. Then the opposition are going to probably make their 1 no trump or even 2 no trumps. So our score, if we defend, is likely to be minus 90 or maybe minus 120. If we play in 2 clubs, if we make it, that's great. But if we go down, even if we go down 1 or possibly even 2, minus 50 for 1 no trump, for 2 clubs down 1, or maybe even 2 clubs down 2 for minus 100, still might be a good score. So for me, I'm going to bid 2 clubs because I think even if I don't make this, I'm still going to get a good score. It's nothing to do with the fact that my points aren't very good, so I'm not strong enough to bid. You could take the same logic and say, well, I'm not strong enough to defend. Okay, so I'm going to bid 2 clubs. Oh, wasn't quite expecting that. Okay, well. Okay, so well, we're probably going to go down. There's just a very small chance that the defenders might mess this up a little bit. Looks like we've got to lose 2 hearts and a diamond still. I don't think I'm going to make this, but just never know your luck. What could we do here? If we play ace of diamonds, another diamond. No, I don't think I'm going to make. I'm down 1. North kind of misunderstood my 2 club bid there. He thought I was stronger, but I shouldn't need to be stronger because all I'm doing is competing there. So never mind. So I'm pretty sure I'm going down here. I'm just going to. I can't avoid a diamond and a heart. 2 diamonds and a heart. So I'm just going to go down. Wow. I suppose there's just a very small chance this might work. I can't see how this is going to work. No. King of spades. All right, just a diamond to lose. Now, let's just, this didn't work because North bid 5 clubs, which she shouldn't really have done. So ignoring that 5 club bid, the 1 no trump bid, it seems like, well, maybe we could defend 1 no trump and get a better score. But the fact is we weren't going to be able to defend one no trump because West was always going to bid 2 hearts. So it didn't matter what I did. There was no chance of defending one no trump. I would have liked North just to bid 3 clubs, to be honest, but there you go. There you go. Okay, let's play hand number 4. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, 1 spade. See if we can resurrect our poor start to the day here. 1 spade, 2 diamonds. Well, North's got 10 or 11 points. And 4 or more diamonds, probably 5 diamonds, might be 4 diamonds, but probably 5 diamonds. What are we going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed about the first few hands. I'm going to try and make up for some lost time. What should we do on this one? What are your choice? What are your thoughts? I quite like this hand. I do like this hand a lot. I think there's a good chance we could make a lot of diamonds here. If North's got a decent diamond suit, ace, king, 5th of diamonds, we could easily make 6 diamonds here. Look at that. Just imagine you're playing in diamonds. Imagine North's got ace, king, 5 diamonds to the ace, king. So ace, king, little, ace, king, 5th of diamonds. We could easily make 5 diamond tricks. Ace of hearts, ace of clubs is 7, and 5 spade tricks. So I'm going to bid 6 diamonds. If North's got decent diamonds, this is going to be a great contract. North's got bad diamonds, it's not going to be so good. He's got 4 diamonds. Okay. Well, we're in pretty good shape. If diamonds break, we're probably going to make. So let's just play ace of hearts. I'm just going to cash a couple of rounds of diamonds. Hope the diamonds break. Looks like they do. So there's a diamond to lose. Oh, hang on, I've got a club. No, I need to get that. Right, so I can throw my club. I can throw my losing clubs on the spades, providing spades break. Oh, well, that's good news and bad news. Now, East made a bit of a mistake there. Because East roughed, I can just throw away a small spade, and now my spades are all winners, and I can throw away my club. So I'm actually going to make this 6 diamond contract. It's nice. There you go. How about that? This isn't a hand. Look at that hand. It's on these shapely hands, when you've got a bit of shape, points don't really help you that much. So we can look at this and say I've got 12, 13, 14, 16 points or whatever it is, and North's shown 10 or 11 because North had already passed. So that adds up to 26 or 27 points or what have you. But points don't really help on these shapely hands with a big trump fit. We could, if any of you are familiar with the losing trick count, you could try that, and that'll get you going. Or just look at it and think, man, that's a good contract if we do have a diamond fit. Wasn't super good, I must say, because North only had a 4-card diamond suit and was very balanced, but that's about the worst hand North could have had. Okay, well, there you go. We win some, we lose some. 6, 7, 8 high card points this time with heart. Right, okay, good. These are interesting bidding hands. The play has all been kind of straightforward, but this is a nice one to bid. what do we do here? And we're not going to pass, of course. So we can either bid a no trump or we can bid 2 clubs. What are your thoughts on this one? Hey, Dawn, welcome. We can bid a no trump. It's not quite the right, it's not ideal no trump shape, but it's reasonably balanced. The other thing we could do would be to bid 2 clubs. The bit of a problem with 2 clubs is if I do bid 2 clubs, North's going to expect me to have 10, maybe 9 points, but a pretty good hand. And the thing with bidding 2 clubs is North can't stop. So if I bid 2 clubs, it's going to be really hard for us to slow down. Imagine I bid 2 clubs and North bids 2 diamonds. It's kind of, I don't know where we're going to end up on this hand if I do bid 2 clubs. So even though clubs are my best suit, I'm going to bid a no trump because I want to keep the bidding low and I want to give North the option to pass if he's got a weak hand. What I don't want to do is bid 2 clubs and North get carried away because he thinks I've got a decent hand. Again, if I do bid 2 clubs, North can't pass. We're going to get too high, perhaps. So I'm just going to bid a no trump. 3 no trumps. Okay, and that's fine. This club suit may well be a nice little suit to run, depending on North's clubs. Okay. Well, we're sort of okay. We basically need we need those clubs. We need to get 6 club tricks. So I'd need to finesse the clubs, and I'm going to just hope that East has got doubleton king of clubs or singleton king. Now, because if I lose the lead, then the opposition can just take all those diamond tricks. The only thing is they don't know they can take all the diamond tricks. I mean, they should undeclare us. So this is the dummy, unfortunately. North's hand is the dummy. So if the club finesse doesn't work, then the opposition should really be able to figure out that to attack the diamonds. Oh, we might be lucky here. That looks like the singleton 10. Right, so we're probably going to be okay now. Can anybody see how we can make the rest of the club tricks? So we started with 6 in the south hand, 3 in the north hand. Looks like the singleton 10 in the west hand. And so East, so my fingers point the wrong way on this computer with the thing, I think. Huh. Whatever way, I've got 2 screens going and I'm not sure which way. Oh yeah. East has got 2 clubs left, the king and another club. So all I've got to do is cross over to the table and play the jack of clubs. And then I've got that ace 9 sitting over the jack. So I'm going to play, actually we've got the rest of the tricks. Have we? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, almost. So I'll play jack of hearts, ace of hearts. I'm going to take my hearts while I'm there, throwing my diamonds. And I'm going to have to decide at the end, am I going to be brave enough to finesse the spades for the extra trick? Can't quite claim because I can't quite, I'm not quite sure where the queen of spades is. So let's take a chance. There you go. 13. So a little lucky in that we needed both. Well, the spade finesse worked, which was good, but also the clubs behaved nicely. I said we needed doubleton king, but singleton king with East would have worked. King doubleton with East works, and also singleton 10 and 3 to the king with East works. So, yeah, reasonable chances, I guess. Had that club finesse lost, West really should have figured out. West would have known, I think, to switch to a diamond, maybe, looking at that dummy hand. All right, so we're back in the saddle. 1, 10, 12 high card points. So, all right, so we can double here. We can't. I can't bet a no trump, because even if we're playing Acol, which I am tonight, and for the record, not because Acol's my favorite system. Sometimes I play Acol and sometimes I play standard, but tonight I've got the system set for Acol, where an opening one no trump is 12 to 14 points. But an overcall, if the opposition opens a suit and we overcall one no trump, even if we're playing Acol, that doesn't show 12 to 14 anymore. That's 15 to 17 or maybe 15 to 18. Because East has already opened, we need to have a stronger hand to bid one no trump. So one no trump's no good. I could pass, which will be a bit conservative, or I could double, which would show shortened spades, lengthen the other suits, and around about an opening hand or thereabouts. It's not a great double because I've only got 3 hearts. Also, I've got 3 points in spades, and I'd rather my points were in my long suits and not the opposition suit. So it's not great, but we're not vulnerable. So I don't mind if North competes a little bit higher on this hand. So I am going to double. And having doubled, I'm really leave it up to North to decide what to do, because I can't be any worse. I couldn't have a worse hand to double with, so I leave all the decisions up to North. North has passed, and so that's an easy pass. So West has got around 10, 11 points. East has got, East did not bid game. So, all right, so West has shown about 11. If East had, say, 14, she would have bid game, adding up 11 in the West hand and 14 in her hand. So we know East has got less than 14 points, probably 12. So East has got, say, 12, West has got 11, 23. So our side's got 17, thereabouts, and I've got 12. So North has probably got around about 5 points. Why go through all that mental arithmetic now? It's really important, and it's not that hard. The way I was describing it takes a little bit longer than you actually do. But once you get into the habit of going through those clues, and it just makes defending a whole lot easier. Also, we know North has probably got a doubleton spade, because East has probably got 5 and West has probably got 2. Oh, sorry, West has probably got 4. So I'm thinking that North has probably got, say, 2 spades and around about 5 points before we've even started. Might be wrong, but it'll be something like that. All right, so we now know that North's got none of North's points are in clubs, because if North had the king of clubs, he would have won that king of clubs straight away. So East has got the king, queen of clubs. So where are North's 5 points then? Could they be hearts? Could they be diamonds? Not sure yet. Okay, let's play low here. No sense playing the king. Oh, Declarer finessed. Got me. All right, well done, Declarer. So that's That does indeed look like Declare started with 5 spades to the Queen Jack. So let's just go through some maths here. And if you're watching the replay, I suggest you just stop, pause for a second, and figure out what East has got. And you guys watching live, we can do the same thing. So we know East started with the King and Queen of Clubs from the opening lead, because East won the Queen of Clubs, so North doesn't have it. So East started with the King and Queen of Clubs. That's 5 points. The Ace of Hearts, so that's 9 points. And the Queen Jack of Spades, so that's 12 points already. North must have the King Queen of Diamonds. I'm sure North's got the King Queen of Diamonds. Otherwise, East would have bid game. So let's just play a diamond back. I don't want to play. I can't play a club, definitely, because there's no clubs left. West will just rough and discard. So I'm going to play a diamond. Here's the Queen of Diamonds. Betcha. There you go. Queen. Here's the King of Ten of Hearts. And now North's got the King of Diamonds, but East had no more diamonds. So that's all we're going to get. Declarer makes 10 tricks. Nothing we could do there. But look, there we go. There's the North hand. Look at that. Now, I'm not showing off. I'm not saying I told you so or anything. But remember, at the start of the hand, my guess was that North had 5 points and a doubleton spade. And, well, North got 5 points and a doubleton spade. Now, we could work that out just from the auction, and it really does make a difference when you're defending. So much easier. I think hopefully you could see how we could work out what was going on that hand just from those initial calculations, which don't take that long to do if you practice enough. Anyway, well done, Declarer. A little bit of a lucky contract. The King of Spades, notice how I had the King of Spades, which was no good for us. It was good for Declarer. I also had the King of Hearts, which wasn't good for us because the Queen was sitting after my King, so I could only ever get one heart trick. So there you go. Anyway, well done, East and West. Oh, look at this. 13 high card points. Now, this is another one. All these point things with the points. Points are useful. I'm not saying points are useless. But when we're looking at high card points, the aces, kings, queens, jacks, 4 for the ace, 3 for the king, 2 for the queen, 1 for the jack, simple stuff. That high card point method of hand evaluation works best with balanced hands. That's really what it's built for, calculating this, describing the strength of balanced hands. Shapely hands, it just doesn't work so well. So, let's just imagine for a second. Imagine that you'd never ever played bridge before. Imagine that you learned the rules, but you'd never learned a bidding system. And you simply had to rely on how many tricks you thought you would make. You would look at this hand and go, wow, that's a pretty good hand. Because look at all those clubs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could easily make 6 club tricks. And King of Spades, that's 7. Maybe I can rough something. It's a pretty strong hand as far as the tricks go. If we add our points up, 10, 13, 13 points is not, it's okay. It's a little bit above average, but the playing strength of this hand is potentially quite high. The points are okay. So let's keep that in mind. Points are useful, especially for balanced hands. 1 club, 1 heart, 3 no trumps, pass. Great, happy. No, I'm not doing any more. I'm happy in this 3 no trump contract. Once again, this club suit may well be a really useful thing to have in no trumps. Maybe we get 6 or 7 club tricks. So we're most of the way towards 3 no trumps with that just with 1 suit. Not worried about the hearts. North should have something in hearts, and if he doesn't, too bad. But bidding 5 clubs here is just no good. We could easily lose the first 3 tricks, and we could lose ace, 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 and no trumps, and 5 clubs. But if we lose the first 3 tricks and 3 no trumps, we're good to go, no problem. So pass. And that's fine. We are in a good contract. Actually, we probably would have made 6 clubs. We almost certainly would have made 6 clubs. Just that 1 club to lose. So, we didn't manage to bid 6 clubs, but I hope that you do recognize that this is a really great hand. Yeah, disappointing not to be in 6 clubs, really. Pretty hard to bid, to be honest. Anyway, we are just going to lose those 2 hearts. We are going to lose 3 tricks. We're going to lose 2 hearts and 1 club. In 6 clubs, we would have only lost 1 trick. Mind you, here's an interesting point. Well, I guess East still might have an honor on hearts, which wouldn't be so good for us, but heart, king, heart. Yeah. I hope East has got the ace, king of hearts. Otherwise, we still could actually end up losing a few more. Things could go wrong if East has got the king or ace of hearts. But interesting, isn't it? Imagine, what contract would you rather be in now? 5 clubs or 3 no trumps? I'll give you a choice. Looking at these 2 hands, you can play in 5 clubs, or you can play in 3 no trumps. What's it to be? And keep in mind that if you do play in 5 clubs, if you're in 5 clubs, you would have made 6, because you just would have lost that ace of clubs. The score for 5 clubs making 6 is, were we vulnerable? I can't remember. All vulnerable. The score for 5 clubs making 6 is 620. I suspect we're probably going to make 10 tricks. I think we're probably just going to lose 3 tricks in this no trump contract. The score for 3 no trumps making 10 tricks, so 3 no trumps making 4, is 630. So 3 no trumps making 4 is a better contract than 5 clubs making 6, just because of the way the scoring works. So, got to know the score. Now, if you're not sure about the score, just a reminder, if you go to the Skybridge Club YouTube channel, you'll see there's a section on scoring, and there's just a bunch of little short videos there which explain how the scoring works. And if you're not sure how the scoring works, it's not that hard. So do take a look, because it's important. Okay, so we're going to make 10 tricks. So I can throw away, doesn't matter now, I can throw away a club. We are better off. We're going to get a better score than those people who played in 5 clubs. Also, one other thing. It only seems like it's 10 points difference. So what? 620 or 630 doesn't seem to make a big difference. But it's a huge difference, because the way match point scoring that works is that it doesn't matter whether you get a better score by 10 or 1,000. A better score is still a better score. So we've beaten all those players who played in 5 clubs. Now, I'm just going to show you. I wonder if anyone did bid 6 clubs. Look at those. 16 players managed to bid 6 clubs. All right, so well done, very well done to those 16 players. That's nice. Well done. Now, check this out. This is what we're talking about. 3 trumps making 10 tricks, 630. 5 clubs making 12 tricks, 620. So we get a better score. And again, if you're not familiar with the way the actual percentages are calculated, I keep talking about these Sky Bridge Club videos, but go to the YouTube channel again, and there's this video there I just loaded up today, which talks about how the match point scores are calculated. And it's pretty short, and if you're not familiar with it, it's another really good one to look at, because knowing how to score, knowing how the scores are calculated, can really change your strategy a lot. I'm not sure what the score for 5 clubs making 6 is, but my guess is 40-50% or something, and we've got 72%. So yeah, that 10 really does make a difference. Okay, pass 1 a trump, 10, 11 high card points, and again we've got another bidding, not problem, challenge, bidding challenge. Pass, 1 a trump from east. So the information we've got is that this 1 a trump is 12-14, because again, because I'm playing ACOL, the Sky Bridge Club computer plays the same system. If you're playing standard, Sky Bridge Club plays standard. So the information we've got is that west has passed and north has passed. So neither of those 2 have got 12 points. East has got 12-14, and I've got 11. So the points are reasonably evenly split. So we have to decide, are we going to defend this 1 a trump contract, or are we going to bid 2 spades? There's pros and cons for both. The bad thing about defending 1 a trump when the opposition are not vulnerable, is that even if they go down 1 a trump down 1 a trump down 2, and so we score 50 or maybe 100 points, if we can make our 2 spade contract, we score 110 points. So 110 and 2 spades making 2 is better than taking the opposition down 1 a trump down 1 or 1 a trump down 2. So we want to be nervous about defending 1 a trump contract when nobody's vulnerable. And because we're not vulnerable, we can, if we go down 1, it might not be too bad either. So I'm going to bid 2 spades here. For me, it's a pretty easy decision. It could be a disaster. I mean, maybe North's got no spades. I don't know. West still could have 5 card spades. Gosh. But I just don't want to defend 1 a trump when nobody's vulnerable. Now, my suit's not very good. Ace 9. I'd really rather have a 6-card suit or another honor in the spades. I'd like to have a 6-card suit and 2 honors in the spades, but I don't. But again, this is a little bit same idea as we were talking about earlier. We can't just look at our hand and say, I'm not strong enough, so I can't bid. Because you could take the same logic and say, well, I'm not strong enough, so I can't defend. I'm not strong enough to defend. I don't think I can beat this 1 a trump contract. So I'm going to have to bid something. Look, North's already passed. So North's got 10 or 11 points at the most. So East and West have got half the points. So they're probably going to make their one no trump contract. And we're going to lose 90 points by defending. So I'm going to bid 2 spades. Won't always work, but I think in the long run, that's what we want to be doing. 3 diamonds, and North bids 3 spades. Okay, so North doesn't want to defend that 3 diamond contract. This is a good competitive auction. Both sides trying to push each other around a bit. And we are going to lose a diamond, a club, a heart, and maybe a spade. So we're probably going to make a 3 spade contract, which is great. We're probably going to make 140 points here. Now, had we defended one no trump, would we have taken them 3 down? I don't think so. So definitely spades is better than defending no trump on this hand. Okay, so we need to be just a little careful about what's going on in the spade suit. And so let's do our usual point count calculations. So again, 1 no trump, 2 spades, 3 diamonds, 3 spades, pass, pass, pass. So East opened a no trump. So the way I do this, just to speed things up in my head, is that East has shown 12 to 14. In my head, I'm just going to calculate that as 11. I'm going to say, okay, it was, sorry. 13. East has shown 12 to 14. But just to make the maths easier, this is what I actually do, is I'll call that 13. So East has got 13, and I had got 11, and North's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 21. North and South have got 21 between the 2 hands. East has got 13, so that adds up to 34, which leaves 6 for West. So East has got 13, West has got 6. But, East is 13 plus or minus 1. So East has got 12, 13, or 14, and West has got 5, 6, or 7 points. You get faster at it. You just get faster at it. You really do. So now, what's that? Now let's do this. Let's also look at this diamond lead while we're there. That's probably West's 4th highest diamond lead. Not because the computer system set up to play 4th highest leads. So that's almost certainly King, Jack, 9, 7. Because if West had the ace of diamonds, he wouldn't have led a small one. So that 7 must be from King, Jack, 9, 7. That's King, Jack, 9, 7. So that's West's 4th highest diamond. So when I play the 8 here, East is going to play the ace. And we know West has got the King of diamonds. Not every partnership plays 4th highest leads. Some partnerships play 3rds and 5ths, which I won't get into now if you're not familiar with it, but and others play other things. But whatever system of leads your opposition are using, there's always clues you've got available to you. So I'll play the 8, and East is going to play the ace, guarantee it. Okay, so there's a couple of things I could do here. I just can't avoid losing a diamond. Actually, what I was going to say is that I was thinking that I would just throw a heart. West wins the King of diamonds. But I'm slightly worried that if West started with a 7-card diamond suit and then plays a 3rd round of diamonds, which East roughs, then I'm not so well placed. So I think I actually have to rough this diamond, unfortunately. See what I mean there? I was thinking I'll throw a heart away on this trick, which I'll lose, but then my Queen of diamonds will be set up and I'll throw another heart trick. Problem is that West might have started with a 7-card diamond suit and East might not have any more diamonds left. And so that if that diamond gets roughed, then I end up having to lose a heart trick at the end. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rough this. Oh yeah. I kind of want to, I wish I could get to the table to finesse those spades. Well, I guess I can. I'm going to rough this. I would quite like to finesse the spades. So I'm going to just play ace of hearts and another heart. And another heart. Now I can finesse the spades. Right, so again, remember we did that point count thing at the start where we worked out that West had 6 points, or maybe 5 or 7, so 5, 6, 7. And we know that West has the king of diamonds and the jack of hearts, so that's 4. It's still possible that West has got the king of spades, but I'm going to finesse anyway. Oh, no spades. Well, that's a bit messy. So we better set this club suit up. That's really annoying. That's not good at all, actually. That's bad, in fact. That's bad. We're going to go down one. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to... no, we're not. We're going to be okay. We're going to play discard a jack of spades. Well, we got a little lucky here. We're actually going to make this. So I can just play ace of clubs. Sorry, it doesn't matter what. I've actually got 2 ways. No, I don't. I've got 1 way to play. Ace of spades. East has still got the king of spades, so I play the queen of clubs now, which had East roughed that, then my last spade would have been good. So we end up making 9 tricks. A little bit awkward there with the bad trump break. And in fact, that's exactly what I was worrying about with that diamond suit, that if I throw a heart and West plays another diamond, East roughs, and I still have a heart to lose at the end. Having said that, it probably would have worked out the same because East would have had to rough with one of her trumps that she would have lost in the end. Okay, that was quite an interesting little hand, actually. Who's played these hands today yet, by the way? Peter? Hey, welcome, Peter. Who's played these hands and who's yet to play? Oh, and who doesn't play it? There must be. I know there's. There must be a few thousand people who watch the videos who don't play at Skybridge Club, which is great. That's all good. But you're welcome to, of course. Those of you who do, who's played these hands and who's yet to play? 10 high card points. SB not played yet? Yep. Gosh, these are really great bidding hands. I really like these hands a lot. What are we going to do this time? Peter's a voyeur. Well, you're welcome to be a voyeur, Peter. You're very welcome to join us. Very happy to have you with us. I like this hand. We can count our points up here like we did last time, like we've been doing, and say North's got 12 to 14 and I've got 10, so that's 22 to 24, not really enough to go to game. Or we can say, gosh, this is a pretty good hand. I like this hand. We could, maybe 4 hearts, maybe 5 diamonds, maybe 3 no trumps. We can, now if we bid Stayman, it doesn't really do us that much good, because if I bid Stayman here, if North, Stayman asks North to show a 4-card major. If North has only got a 3-card major, then North bids 2 diamonds, which just denies a 4-card major. That hasn't helped us because North doesn't need to have a 4-card heart suit. North only needs to have a 3-card heart suit in order to give us a heart fit. So Stamen is really for when you're looking for a 4-4 trump fit, not a 5-3 trump fit. So one thing we could do here is we could, if we were playing transfers, not everybody does, I know, but if we were playing transfers, we could bid 2 diamonds, which would be a transfer showing hearts, and then we could do something else and know that we've got a 4-card. Sorry, that would show that we had a 5-card heart suit. Now I've turned transfers off today, so I'm not playing transfers. And if I bid 2 diamonds, because I'm not playing transfers, that would just be to play in 2 diamonds. So I can't do that. But that's okay. What I can do, no transfers, no Stamen, I can just simply bid 1 no trump 3 hearts. And that would show, because I'm not playing anything fancy, that would simply show a 5-card heart suit, and North would get to choose between 3 no trumps and 4 hearts, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bid 3 hearts. Again, different people have got different bidding methods here, but for me, I'm a very simple soul, and I kind of like this just showing a 5-card heart suit. If North supports the hearts, that's great. If North doesn't support the hearts, if North bids 3 no trumps, then I don't love 3 no trumps on this hand at all. So in that case, I'd probably bid 5 diamonds, despite the fact that we were just talking about playing in 5 of a minor earlier. 4 hearts. Okay, we've got a heart fit. And Alan's saying, yeah, transfer to hearts. Yes, Alan, absolutely. If I had my system set up to play transfers, for sure. Karen's same thing. Yep, I could transfer for sure. Heather's going my way. Heather's just going to bid 3 hearts, nice and simple. Either way is fine. Doesn't matter. Just depends what your bidding system is. Jerry's asked a very good question. Actually, I'm going to return to Jerry's question at the end. So hold that thought. Jerry, glad you asked. And we are okay. We are okay. We're okay. We've got... Things could get a little awkward if... Things could get slightly awkward here if trumps don't break. So I'm just going to quickly play I'm going to play the jack. I'll let it run. Oh, good. That's a relief. Oh, good. That is a relief. So we're probably okay now. Let me just... I'm going to finesse the heart. Yeah, I'm going to finesse the heart. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's good news for us. Right, so we can draw the last trump. This worked out rather well, I must say. So we can... I'm just going to run the clubs. Just got to be careful to... Clubs didn't break. That's fine. That doesn't matter. King, jack, 8. Looks like my diamonds are all going to run now as well. So after the ace of diamonds is gone, so I end up making 6. Rough. And we do okay. All right, here's Jerry's question. Jerry's saying, I always wonder if you just don't play transfers to keep it simple for teaching, or is there little advantage of transfers? Well, Jerry, that's a really great question. So what does everybody think? What does everybody think about Jerry's question? What are the pros and cons of transfers? And there's certainly some advantages of transfers. and Stamen, all those things. They're good. In my view, I know I'm a bit of an outlier here. In my view, the advantages of Stamen and transfers aren't as good, aren't as much as people make them out to be. So, some people say, you can't, how can you possibly play bridge without Stamen and transfers? Yes, yeah, you're crazy. I think they're great. I mean, I will always play transfers with all of my partners because they always want to play transfers and Stamen and all the rest of it, which is great. Honestly, I don't think it's such a big deal. I'd be quite happy to play without transfers, without Stamen. So there you go. Terence, oops, hang on. So I'm just going to, sorry, that's what I was after. Terence, I think transfers are overrated. Yeah, I do too. They're not, there's some use to them, but I do think they're overrated. John's saying transfer is a great way to show 5. Yeah, true. Although even without transfers, I was able to show a 5-card heart suit here. I didn't have any problem showing my 5-card heart suit. But yeah, I mean, I'm not dismissing them entirely. They can be useful. Pros and cons to everything. Yep, quite right. Yeah, Karen saying weak hand on the table. We'll leave that for another discussion, but it's not, but as Karen says, it's not always great to have the weak hand on the table. So, people say, oh, you got to play transfers because it gets the strong hand playing it. Doesn't always help. Sometimes it's bad. Percentage-wise, they don't come up that much. True. And when they do come up, there's still not necessarily an advantage playing them. I got a Jerry saying Jacoby will be revolving in his grave. Yeah, or revolting in his grave or something. Jacoby transfers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyway, there we go. So all I can say is if you're playing transfers and you like them, that's great. Stick with it. There's no, I'm not against them at all. If you don't play transfers and feeling nervous about it, but everybody says you have to, you don't have to, honestly. You're fine. You'll be fine without them. In fact, you'll often, yeah. And all right, let's play 10. Oh, a bit of a shake, Desmond. We've got a bit of a jiggle in Christchurch, have we? Okay, pass. Let's finish this hand off. Pass. Pass. Be the salmon who swims upstream. Yeah. And a good point from Alan. Transfers allow the opposition to, sometimes, that's all true. So, pros and cons. Anyway, put the diamond to heart, the spade. Interesting. All right. So I'm going to support the hearts. What are we going to do on this one? I'd actually quite like to bid 3 hearts because we've got a 9-card heart, but I don't love it so much because we're vulnerable and my hand is pretty balanced, 5-4-2-2 shape. So I'm not going to pass. Maybe I could pass, but I think I'd rather bid 2 hearts or even 3 hearts and I'm going to bid 3 hearts. Hopefully, North should realise that I don't have a strong hand. I'm just saying I've got a decent front foot. It's pretty dodgy with a 4-card suit, with such a balanced hand. Yeah, pretty weak. I know. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm nervous now. Heather's saying pass and defend spades. The only thing is, that's a good point too, Heather. We could defend spades, but probably we're not going to get to defend spades because that one spade is forcing, and West is going to bid something. So it's likely that. So this is why I want to bid 3 hearts now. If I pass, thinking I'm just going to defend one spade, that's going to be really good. West is not going to pass. West is going to bid something. And West is probably going to bid, West might bid 2 clubs, for example. And it just gives East and West a bit more room to show their hands to each other. So I don't want East and West to find out that they've got this great club fit or this big diamond fit. I want to make it a little bit harder for them. So, yeah, I don't want to pass and have West describe his hand. I think 3 hearts is probably a little bit too much at this vulnerability and with this balanced hand. So I guess I'll just bid a little 2 heart bit here. But at least, interesting. At least West wasn't able to show the club suit. Now, they have bid 2 spades. That 2 spade bid there doesn't necessarily have to be a 4-card spade suit. So North still might have 1 spade. I suspect that had I passed, I suspect West may well have bid 2 clubs or 2 diamonds or something, but we'll see. So pass. North will have a 6-card heart suit, probably 5-card heart suit. Oh, look at that! West did have spades, but so we could have defended spades. But this is a pretty good contract. In fact, I'm glad we weren't defending spades, because I'm sure a good declarer here could have probably been 1 off and 2 spades. Maybe 3 spade tricks, 3 aces, that's 6 tricks. Maybe another spade ruff somewhere, 7 tricks. So 2 spades may well have only gone 1 off, and we're going to probably make 10 tricks and hearts. So I'm going to ruff. I think I want to set up the club suit before I lose control of the trumps. So I'm just going to get that club out. Well, that won the trick. All right, let's try diamond. All over the place. 3. Okay, let's try another. Let's try another club. 8 of clubs. That's a bit worrying. Should I ruff that? Maybe I can ruff that. Maybe I can ruff, play a heart. Yeah, I think I can ruff. Well, actually, no. If I ruff, no, I was going to ruff that. But if West has got no clubs left, he's going to over ruff anyway. I'll just pitch a spade. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why West didn't ruff. Oh, actually, Sunil, you're quite right. That would have been much better. Sunil, you are spot on there. I was busy thinking whether to throw a spade or not. I should have just thrown my losing diamond. Sunil, well spotted, Sunil. Very nice. That would have been much better. Good job, Sunil. Very, very good. Okay. Anyway, so I kind of messed that up because I've still got a diamond to lose. You're quite right, Sunil. Okay, we better draw some trumps. And we can draw 1. And there's no trumps left, so we can just ruff, 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 ruff. and we end up doing okay. Now, maybe I suppose Declarer would have had a bit of a hard time in 2 spades, although, yeah, maybe. What may have happened in 2 spades is that the computer might have attempted to draw all the trumps, which would not be a good idea. On this hand, if you are Declarer playing on your 2 spade contract, once spades don't break, you've got to not draw trumps anymore and just try and get some tricks by roughing, cross-roughing, and what have you. So you can give this a shot if you're interested. Just try and play it from the east or west hand. You can just do that by clicking one of the seats and give that a go. Now, I think Sunil's off to bed. Thank you, Sunil. Was talking about cash games earlier, playing, there we go. Do a session for cash games. Yeah, cash games, rubber bridge is really great fun. And the tactics are a little different again. So that'll be a fun idea one day. Okay, thank you, everybody. That was they were fun. They were good cards. Interesting ones to bet. I will see you all next week, if not before. Have a good week. See you.